Mendy claiming their third goal. Ferran Torres got a fourth, but Mahrez it was who was able to complete his hat-trick, his first in the Premier League for 5 years, to ensure that Manchester City do what they always do against Burnley at the Etihad. For the fourth time running and the third time in succession
Manchester
here,
City back to winning
it's
ways.
finished Manchester City 5, Burnley 0.
Yes, Burnley delighted. They don't play that fixture every week. Clinical and lethal from Manchester City, who, remember, had 2 ruled out and hit the woodwork as well. So no issues for Pep Guardiola's side. 2 down and 2 to go in this Premier League Saturday. That, of course,
certainly did.
The late drama.
Manchester City back to winning ways. That's to say, Liverpool
dropping 2 points against Brighton. Riyad Mahrez gets his first Manchester City hat-trick, his second match ball in the Premier League, having scored 3 for Leicester against Swansea. So, as I say, 2 more still to come. Stay with us, of course, for Everton, Leeds, and for West Bromwich Albion, Sheffield United, which is a huge game at the bottom of the Premier League, where Burnley still are, and they didn't help themselves very early on in this game, did they?
No, I think because they lost the 3 previous 5-0, I think Sean Dyche said, right, OK, I'm going to play a few more attackers in this game and, you know, try and have a go. But Tarkowski plays a ball into midfield. You don't normally see that straight one. Great football from City. De Bruyne, perfect, and Mahrez was just brilliant today. So they were just far too good. I mean, Michael, this was interesting. When the ball goes out in a different position.
Yeah, we've highlighted Ben Mee as well there. You can just see he's pointing to the officials to say it's been played from the wrong angle. We'll look at the finish in a minute, but again, after the ball goes in, he's still demonstrating with the officials. So he was the only one switched off, really. And then this was the third that really did put the icing on the cake. Before half-time, you can't give Kevin De Bruyne that type of space and not expect him to pick someone out. And an unlikely scorer in Mendy.
Yeah, they were just far too good. And you highlighted before the game, you know, those fullbacks getting in those positions. Jesus, he's terrific. He's so calm in there, isn't he?
Yeah, that's Manchester City as we know them, isn't it? Getting the fullbacks forward, having a bit of width. And then this was one of Foden's first touches when he came on, and what a ball. Inch perfect. You don't associate Mahrez with many headers, but that rounded off his hat-trick nicely.
It certainly did. And Manchester City back to winning ways. And as I say, Liverpool, of course, earlier on, for the 4th time this season, dropping points. So suddenly, Manchester City are 6 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand.
Well, so we highlighted before the game, they're not creating as much and they're not scoring as much. So much for that stat. I think they're quietly coming back into it. Stones look great. You know, Fernandinho's back into the side. Aguero's going to come back in. I think for Guardiola, he said he was quietly confident, didn't he? That, you know, that they were playing good and those chances would come and they'd start scoring. And I think we saw that today. I think that gap's going to get bridged real quick.
Yeah, they play West Brom and Fulham before the Manchester derby. Manchester City next.
Well, they say the bookies are never wrong, and they've got Manchester City as favourites as we stand, which surprises me because Liverpool have got the points in the bag. And they've got plenty of players to come back as well. But no, City look as if they're starting to hit their stride. That was a lot more like it from their point of view. But, as we've said on other shows this season, it's not just those two this season. You know, you can make a real case for the likes of Chelsea and Tottenham, who we're looking forward to watching play tomorrow. But, yeah, there's a few teams in it this season.
Yeah, and City obviously didn't have Aguero on the pitch. They didn't have Sterling on the pitch today, and they didn't have Laporte at the other end.
But I think if Stones can come back in and play meaningful minutes, you know, he played perfect today. I know he wasn't under pressure, didn't make any mistakes. I think Pep has sorted the defence out. You know, I think that's more stable. You know, we know the attack's going to come, don't we? We know the goals are going to come. They're going to create the chances. And I think they'll be quietly confident that the balance of the team is getting back to what we've seen in the past.
Owen, Michael, as always, thank you for your company today. 2 down, 2 still to go. Next stop, destination Merseyside. Goodison under the lights. It is Everton against Leeds. Everton, of course, who got back to winning ways last time out. Leeds. Everton, of course, who got back to winning ways last time out.